Hello Reformers and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Now, when we left off, we were playing with Barney Bertilsson and we had just spoken to Roskva, the assistant of the village witch, or shall we say the witch that inhabits the nearby forest. And now you can actually loot these guys. I'm actually unsure whether there's anything here. No, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. So, oh, there apparently is. There apparently is. Okay, so yeah, valuables, iron, rope, gonna take all of those, thank you very much. Might actually come in handy. And we can speak to our various companions. I can't believe it came to this. Oh, well, technically, I can't believe I came to this, because that's his voice. Anyway, a man that bitter with sons that stupid, it was just a matter of time. And I guess we'll just have to deal with deal with Erling after the duel tomorrow. Erling lost all his sons tonight. He might well be out for vengeance, but he has no way to get it anymore. That's very true. Should we speak to Nefja as well? Let me fight him. Well, see, that's the thing. She's actually a lot better in combat than I am, so it might actually be a good idea. Yeah. Okay, I have to take this fight myself, you know that. Nefja's voice almost falters. You have the right to ask another to fight on your behalf. If others see that another warrior is willing to risk her life for you, that is just as worthy of respect as if you beat Asleaf yourself. That is what being a Thane is all about. Well, let's see what happens. It's good to know that you've got my back. Of course, my sword is yours if you change your mind. Technically she uses a spear, but still. Alright, who's this? Who is this? Dark eyes size you up under elaborately braided hair. There's something mysterious and dangerous about this woman. You made short work of those mules, man after my own heart. How's that? Nobody fucks with me and lives. You seem to be similarly inclined. I must admit I enjoyed it. She smiles and you're reminded of the snake on school's banner. Oh, you enjoyed it, did you? Good for you. Might want to keep that sort of thing to yourself in the future, though. Subtlety would take you far. Even around here. I'm glad I got a chance to meet you now. I'm sure this won't be the last time we see each other. She holds up her cup in salute, then slithers away into the crowd without asking your leave. Oh, that is a cool character, and that is new, I believe. I don't think we knew of her before, and I've actually just looked at my save games, by the way, because obviously I did play in a pre-release version of Expeditions Viking, and I think I was playing on version 0.2. Yeah, I was playing on 0.2, and now we are on version 1.01, so it is much, much more advanced than it used to be. So we are going to go in here and get some rest for tomorrow's duel. Do you wish to return to your guests and end tonight's events? You have no further time to prepare. End the feast. There we go. Alrighty. I'm actually really pleased with how our character has been built. I think it probably would have been a better idea, however, to reduce my strength a little bit more, because my strength right now is 4, and I would have preferred to have gotten some more perception, I think, because that would improve our accuracy with ranged weapons, most notably archery, of course, so maybe that would have been a nice idea. Anyway, you come to the prosaically named Holmgang Island on the following day, rowing one of the clan's small boats in the company of Nefja and Kettle. Sigrid and Liot greet you there. Greet you there, having come out in advance to set the stakes that define the arena. The huntress points to a small patch of branches on the ground. I fastened the rope over there. The log is well concealed among the branches overhead, but try to keep Asleaf's attention on you when he comes. If he comes, perhaps he thought better of it and decided to stay home. Nefja nudges Kettle between the ribs. Or perhaps Thor will happen to drop Mjolnir from the sky and coincidentally crush Asleaf's boat on the way here. Oh, if he doesn't show... he'd better show up. He'd better show up or I will row back and haul him out here myself. Kettle chuckles, but then a pensive look comes over him. If it came to that, surely there'd be a better resolution. Asleaf has the sense and the stubbornness of a mule, but he's still family. Your challenger arrives a short time later, accompanied by 2 other young men from his side of the family, the same companions he sat with at your feast. Alright, so I am actually really, really worried about this, mainly because, I mean, I have some okay, you know, decent armor, but I have a dagger and a shield. I suppose the shield is pretty decent, but I'd like to use my bow if possible. I think the bow would actually be pretty decent. Oh well, let's see what I can do then. We're going to be speaking to Asleaf, and he's going to absolutely just murder my face. Asleaf looks dizzy and weary. He has dark rings under his eyes. He doesn't even look at you as he walks into the ring. His voice is a hoarse bark. I'm here to fight you as agreed. Are you ready? Nephia addresses you, but keeps her eyes on Asleaf as she speaks. Barney, I volunteer to fight in your place. Okay, so you can actually choose for Nephia to fight for you. And in general, I actually would be perfectly fine to do this. And I would recommend those of you that are going for a complete conversation build to be able to do this. But obviously, as I have a weapon and, you know, I can actually use it, I'm probably going to face him in the ring, but this might result in me losing. So just bear that in mind. If I was taking the safe option, I would allow her to fight for me. But because I think I might be able to win, I'm going to just try. Okay, yes. Your offer humbles me, but this is my fight. Nephia nods gravely and takes a step back. Yeah, I'm probably going to die. She knows it. Okay. You walk into the ring opposite Asleaf and Sigrid motions to your opponent. As the challenger in this dispute, it falls on you to recite the rules of the duel. Asleaf clears his throat and impatiently recites the clan's traditional rules for single combat. I, Asleaf, son of Grimvard, have challenged Barney, son of Bertild, for the right to rule our clan. The winner shall sit as Thane of Skjern and reside in its longhouse. He shall receive no other award beyond this. Should he survive, he who is defeated may swear fealty to the winner, or his life is forfeit. If either of us falls in the duel, their bodies shall be buried here. All weapons are permitted. The duel will end when either warrior is dead or incapable of continuing to fight. He gives a final respectful nod and brandishes his weapon. As the challenge, the first strike is yours to make. Alrighty, so yes, Roskva's poison is obviously working on him, which is absolutely fantastic. I could use Quick Shot, which would enable us to hit him 59% chance to hit. He could block it. Of course, he could block it. There is a trap right here, so what I'm actually going to do first, I'm actually going to move away. And now I can't use my quick shot, which is really, really unfortunate, but that's okay because he's going to go into the trap in the next turn. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to shoot him, and we'll see if we can hit. Ooh, nice. There we go. Oh, yes. It seems like we didn't even need to have Nephia fight for me. But you know how it is. I'm just really, really worried about Barney in general because he's never usually very good in combat sometimes. Really depends. Okay, so I'm just going to use everything I can, basically. And characters will no longer land critical attacks. You've just enabled non-lethal mode. While you're in this mode, enemies will always become incapacitated instead of dying, but none of your Heerdmen will perform critical hits. Non-lethal mode is useful if you want to make sure a certain enemy survives. A character's survival may change the story, and some quests may require it. So, because Asleaf is someone that is part of our clan, I'm going to enable... There you go, I'm going to turn that off. There you go. So I've turned off non-lethal attacks. Can I actually hit again? No, thought not. Okay, so he's snared in the trap, which is fantastic, and we have a 95% chance to hit. Pretty sure he's dead. He can't block us. He has a 0% block chance. I'm actually going to move away just because I am so paranoid about us missing this. I have XCOM syndrome. There you go. He is incapacitated. Fantastic. Okay, so there you go. Now, we obviously did not want to kill him because he is one of our clansmen, so yeah, there you are. Well, he took no injuries either, which is fantastic. You've been keeping your skills sharp even without your father around to train you. And, okay, let's see. How are you feeling? Bahal's doing alright? Drank something you shouldn't have, maybe? Less talk, more fighting. He trained us both. What do you even have against him? He was a great warrior, and like everyone else, I respected him for that. But if the king should raise the Leidanger armor tomorrow... Army tomorrow. How many able-bodied warriors could our clan muster? A dozen? Half the women in the clan are weirdos, and Bertild's foolhardy expeditions are the cause of it. He bangs his weapon against his second shield and gives you a somber nod. Okay, so second duel. Now, this is obviously quite a problem because he is already in range of me right now. And he has an attack of opportunity. I can use a tactical move, but that is going to spend my attack option, so... yeah. Okay, what about quick shot? Can I use quick shot? 69%. Let's use quick shot and see if we can deal some damage. He's using the attack of opportunity, obviously, but maybe we can get... I can actually use it again. If I... oh, wow, 69%. Okay, so when moving around on the battlefield, we already know about attack of opportunity, but for those of you that have not seen my original series of Expeditions Viking, then you can obviously just take a look here. Be mindful of how you move around and move away from enemies, lest they get an extra attack on your Heerdman. If you move through a hex adjacent to the enemy, or disengage from their melee range, they will get an attack of opportunity. Each character gets one such attack per turn. When you're hovering over a hex, your character can move into any attacks of opportunity that will be triggered along the path will be indicated by the graphic above. So there you go. That's pretty nice. So let's hope. And there you go, we just killed him with the quick shot. That was hilarious. Okay, there you go. I hope that I still had non-lethal on, actually. Did I still have non-lethal on? I hope so. Yeah, it seems like he's getting up, so I don't even know whether you can kill him, to be honest. Asleif's second shield crumbles off the grip. Dismayed, he heads back to the boat to fetch his last shield. You are nearly as good as Bertild. If you should win this, I hope you'll be a better Thane. Okay, well... yeah, I hope to serve with you as my Huskar. He nods without hesitation. My honor bids me to, and if I should win, you may serve as mine. Tell me, how do you plan to govern us? Okay, so we have a number of different options here. We have become weak, and we have many enemies. The defenses must be strengthened. We have let old alliances atrophy. It's time we rebuild those old relations. I plan to govern as little as possible. Free men prosper when left to choose their own path. And, okay, well, I think the defenses must be strengthened. Then you are wiser than your father. If you win, I shall gladly serve you. But enough talk, let us finish this. Alright, so he obviously cannot move that far right now, so we can just get an absolutely free shot on him. And I think I'm probably just going to take the free shot. I don't know what, I don't think I should move anywhere, to be honest. I'm just going to take the free shot. There you go. That's pretty amazing damage. But yeah, that's I think we are pretty much cheating. We are cheating extremely. He has a bow? I had no idea he had a bow. Okay, well, that's good to know. Anyway, there's 89% chance. I think he's dead. There you go. Incapacitated. So at least he's not dead, but he has many, many arrows in his chest, so I think he's probably not too happy with us right now. But let's see. Your challenger struggles to get back on his feet, but he leaves his weapon in the mud. In the end, he settles for just sitting on his knees before you, his head hung in a signal of defeat. You got Ruskva to poison me, didn't you? This disease was all your doing. He shakes his head weakly. And the trick with the net. How could I miss that rope? I've never seen such a trap used in a fight. I don't appreciate such trickery, but I can't deny their effectiveness. Though I would prefer to bow to a man who could defeat me fairly. I am at your mercy. Alright, so we can actually choose to kill him right now. I don't know why you would do something like this, unless you just want to be the most evil person ever. But technically, this was a duel of honor, if you will excuse all of my cheating, obviously, considering the trap and the poison. But yeah, we are gonna have him in our party. Some unusual mixture of sadness and relief washes over him. He holds your gaze for a long moment. Then he seems to get back some of the energy the duel took out of him, and he stands. You show me great honor. I hope my challenge won't linger in the air between us. I want you to know you can depend on me from now on. Fully. Kettle extends his hand to Asleif, who shakes it hesitantly. Glad to have you with us, you big lug. You put up a good fight. I'll be glad to have you on our side. Nefja reluctantly shakes Asleif's hand as well. You were a fool to challenge Barney, but I hope you learned your lesson now. I, too, am glad to have you with us. And there you go. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Everyone has gained 5 skill points, which is really, really nice. We're going to speak to Sigrid and see what she says. Thank you for accepting his pledge. There you go. That's nice. It was gracious of you. Yes, he's a strong warrior. He'll serve you well. Yeah, I think basically everyone is pretty happy with me accepting Asleaf. So let's see. We have how many points? How many points do we have right now? Where do I see that actually? Ah, there you go. I've got 16. That's actually really nice because I could technically get aimed shot now, and aimed shot is an amazing ability, so maybe it would be an idea to do that. But I'm also thinking about, where's my diplomacy? Diplomacy, there it is. I could actually upgrade that as well, which would unlock even more dialogue options. And I mean, we're already pretty damaging in combat. I mean, we have night vision and all of that sort of thing. Maybe we want to go for point blank because ranged attacks have 100% critical chance. But if we're using non-lethal attacks, then obviously that really changes things a little bit. But I really don't know. I think halves the chance that enemies target the character. That's pretty nice. I like that quite a bit. Oh, look at that. Grants 50% damage versus harried enemies. That's pretty nice because it seems like whenever I hit, it actually does harry the enemy. And if someone, you know, attacks them, then obviously that's pretty good. Move around an enemy without incurring that as long as you don't disengage. No, I don't really like that. Grants a... There's so many amazing things here to choose from. It's just very, very difficult. What about fortune favored? No. Ah, okay. We're just gonna go for aimed shot, and it's also going to increase our damage and everything, and it's just going to be really, really nice. So we're going to go for that. Everyone else has some points as well. Seems like Kettle has how much? He has 14. He needs another 1 point to be able to upgrade and get aimed shot. So I think I'm probably just going to leave him where he is. What else does he have? He has cripple and interrupt and things like that. He also has spot traps and, you know, obviously tactical move and things. He also has hunting, so that's pretty good. Maybe we should upgrade hunting. Not entirely sure. What does that do? Bring back 5 to 6 meat, 6 to 8 meat. Okay, so if we're camping, then obviously that's going to be quite useful. So maybe we'll upgrade him with that. But for now, I think I'm just going to leave him where he is. Asleaf has 5 skill points. I don't think I'm going to be speccing him into anything, basically. I mean, what does he actually even have? He has a single-edged sword and a willow bow with 9 to 12 damage. I have an old bow with 9 to 12 damage. I actually thought that I was going to steal his bow for a second there, but no, we're not going to steal that. So yeah, he has a sword, doesn't he? So I suppose I should spec him into that. Well, no, I can't actually do that, can I? No, I can't do that. Well, what about giving him something that's going to halves the chance that enemies target the character? I don't really want that. Gains +1 movement. There are just too many. No, I think that's the thing. There's too many good skills. And I'm not criticizing the game for that, because I absolutely love that there's so many good skills. But there are too many good skills for me to basically be like, okay, I'm going to take this one for 3 skill points. I would much rather save up. So I'm going to do that. And Nefia has 15 as well. And what can she use? Well, obviously she's very good with a spear. I am probably going to be upgrading that to give her an additional, you know, bit of damage there. I think that's really nice. And she has 3 left. I'm just going to leave, you know, the rest. So the clan power has also increased, which is very nice. We can row? I was about to say row. Yeah, we're probably going to row. Yeah, Asleaf's not going to be too happy with us. He's just going to slap us about on the boat. Anyway, we are going to row back. The short boat ride back is as uneventful as the trip out. Holmgang Island is clearly visible from the shore outside Skjern. You return victorious. Nefia secures her shield on her back. I'm glad that's dealt with. What next? We'll have to do something about Erling Thorgerson. As long as he lives, his family poses a threat. In due time. We'll head there immediately. In due time? In due time, I suppose. When you're ready to leave the area, click on the area map button to find the nearest campaign map in transition. This icon denotes a campaign map. Okay, campaign map transition. So yeah, we can just look at this, and that's where we have to go if we want to travel to Erling Thorgerson's farm, which is what we will be doing in the next episode. So I thank you very much for watching and all of your support on this series so far. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you next time.